Hi everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night. I hope you can hear me and you can see me. So, perfect. Great. I hope you were able to do properly your list. I have done mine. So, I did mine, but I must say that um, maybe it's because I am doing all this every day and I go to the pyramids and do the meditations and I'm focused on all this. But sadly, I realized that I had solved so many things in such a short time that I was surprised about um, all the things that I solved in a short period of time. So of course that I am doing this every day, constantly. But don't worry, you can do it at the moment you feel ready to do it at your own time. So today the is about the plexus. Today we are related to the plexus. And of course, the plexus means the attachments. And for sure, in this consciousness world, something that we usually hear a lot is how can we detach ourselves from other things? So this is why I guess it's important to realize and understand what to be attached means and what to be detached means. How to get detached. So the reason why we relate the attachments to the plexus is because from the plexus is from where we wave all these links around, and all these links that we have to the outer world comes back to the core, to the plexus, creating the idea of the personality. The links create this personality that we are. So this is why all the links that relate me with the external reality are connected from the plexus, the solar plexus. So to relate this, to understand this, we need to go to understand the relation that the plexus has with the heart chakra that we saw yesterday. Let's remember that from the mind level, the heart means the service, to be in service. So remember that in order to be in balance with your service, you have to realize about the circuit of the energy from the giving and the receiving, which are the two extensions of the heart, my arms and my hands. So realizing that the heart is the middle of this giving and receiving, this means that everything that I will receive will come to my heart. Let's try to pay attention with the mechanism of how it works. So in order to understand this, at the moment I receive something, it goes through my heart, and I have to give something. So in another point of view, when I give something, the universe must give me something back in order to fulfill the filling up is better. Yeah, to fill up my heart, the vacuum that I created. So all the time, what I give, I have to receive in the same amount of energy. So let's be clear about this. The energy that I receive back, it's in the same vibration as I give it. And pay attention to this. It's vibration, not intention. It's a very different thing, vibration and intention. So to picture the difference, vibration is how I feel, and intention is something that I would love it to be. So for example, I am sad today, but I am willing to be happy tomorrow. So that intention that I set is for the future, but the vibration is what it is now. Pay attention to this example that maybe you feel related to. When you say with this specific face and sound this sentence, I don't know why I receive bad things because I give and give and always give in my life. What are you giving? So what you are giving is just pain, it's just sadness, heaviness. So even if I am trying to give something really beautiful to someone else, the energy that I am putting to that beautiful thing that I gave was so low, so sad, that I'm just giving sadness. Now you could know that it's not the same vibration, that intention. So next time, when you maybe complain, why this happening to me if I am doing all this? Well, that's why, because you are just complaining. Huh? Remember that the universe doesn't have any ethics or moral. The universe only sees energy and vibration. So if you are giving sadness, you will receive sadness. So just to understand this, the universe is just trying to fill the voids with the same energy that went away, because it's trying to reach the balance. So what you do is, if you are giving sadness, the universe will give sadness because sadness was in the same vibration. Okay? So that makes me understand that if I am willing to receive joy, I have to give joy. So balance. This is very important and fundamental to understand how the circuits work. So remember that we are not only one emotion in our body. We are many. In each one of the chakras, we have different types of vibration. So also we have to acknowledge if that emotion is coming, or that thing that I am giving is coming from the intestines, is coming from the head, from which level. So this is not about if I want to feel joy, so I have to give joy and I will be happy. No, it's not like that. It's about to realize that what I need is what I don't have in between all of them. So it's not to become myself all happy constantly. It's about to use my own energy, okay, and use it to create joy. So let's make an example of how I can use a different energy to create a higher vibration to receive this other energy, this new energy that I don't have. Something that maybe is very easy for most of us, but for some other people maybe would be difficult. And this is to laugh of your own disgrace, your own conflict. When I take my lower vibration, my suffering, and I make it into a humor monologue, suddenly I create this lower vibration into laugh, into joy, and I receive joy. See, this usually happens in people that has depression, and that the comedian people. Comedian usually are not happy people. The comedians usually, they are suffering, and they usually suffer depression in their lives. So what they are doing is try to raise their vibration constantly to keep alive through taking the sadness and turning it into laughter. So what happened usually with many of the comedians, that they are unaware, unconscious. So they use that same energy of happiness that they receive, and they don't know how to handle it, and so they create more depression. So if you become aware, you use that energy to wake up. So two of the most clear examples for the whole world in this is like Robin Williams. He went down, and Jim Carrey going up. This is something that happens to all of us normally, besides these examples. So this is how we can use a dense energy to create another energy, a new energy. So let's remember and try to understand this level. So let's picture this. When I create this, when I recognize this circuit of giving and receiving, if I am unaware, if I am unconscious, I receive this energy, but I am afraid that I may lose it. So I keep it to myself. So what I do, I start to retain this information and energy within me. And this is full, and I am so afraid to give in, because I don't want to lose it, that I don't give. I just retain. So what happened? This energy starts to stock and stock. So I start to receive all this energy, and I have so much that I don't know what to do with this. So all this that I cannot process, where do you usually send all the things that you eat that you cannot process? When something is really difficult to be processed, so where does it go? To the liver. The liver tries to process this information. And do you know what the liver does in your body? It assimilates all this information as part of your personality. And once this energy was processed as information, as part of yourself, of your own information, maybe there are some parts of this energy that is not being able to be processed. So that is turned into another energy that we call anger, that we call rage, that we call hate, it goes all to the liver. But the rest that was processed, it's taken as a nutrient to nourish the body. So where does it goes? That thing that is being processed to be assimilated, it goes to the pancreas, it goes to the stomach, and there it stays. It becomes part of myself. But that energy is not mine. Remember, this was an energy that I received to do something and then give it away. But because I was afraid to lose it, I retain it inside myself. So what this means, that the energy that I have within right now is not in resonance with me, it's in resonance with the object or the subject from where it came from. See? So, what does it generate in the quantum level? A link of attachment. Do you follow? So, how do we explain this? Is this energy that is inside of me doesn't belong to me, because I was just supposed to receive the energy to do something, to create something, and then leave it away. But because I keep it inside, it still is related with the outside. We will always need for the external energy in a world that we in a world like this, in a physical world, okay? So because we are interacting in a network, so usually these nutrients that we are going to receive from the outer world and create ourselves will be coming from the food, from emotions, and from thoughts. So all this energy is something that I take, I transform, and I give away. Take, transform, and give away. So a simple example. I have an apple, I take the apple from the tree, I eat it, then the apple gives me everything that I need in my body, and the rest that I don't need, I give it back to the earth with the shape of shit. Okay, so I just simply shit it. Giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. The apple that I ate becomes compost for the tree. So now in the emotional level, we usually, what we are supposed to do is I meet someone, I get in love, okay? So that person loves me, gives me its love. I activate this love, I feel it, and suddenly it activates many things within me. And then I supposedly have to deliver back saying, I love you, giving that energy again to the person. Okay? So through the mind, for example, I meet someone, we discuss about something, and that person gives me an idea, and I process that idea, I think about the idea, I absorb every idea, and then I transform it within, like, in a new kind of concept, and I give it back, I deliver again in the chat, talking about, oh, this is my thinking about what you have talked to me. The good, the bad, the positive, the negative. Everything is just a cycle. So someone was asking about the negative. The negative is not bad. It's just another energy. Okay? So try to picture this, that it's not good to have a lot of positive energy within, because the positive energy, it makes the machine constantly work constantly. So you lose a lot of energy because you are constantly working with the energy. It goes so fast. So the negative energy, what it does to make the machine work slower, but also the negative energy can stop the machine at all. And the end. This is why both of them are necessary. That's why it's so important, this circuit, constantly. So let's go to what it means to be attached to an energy. So picture this idea. You ate the apple, and suddenly your body is afraid to leave away the apple by going to the bathroom, because you are afraid that you don't know when you're going to eat anymore. So suddenly you hold the apple inside. So imagine that you have received love, lots of love, and suddenly the relationship ends. And you say to yourself, I don't know if I'm going to be able to love again. I don't know if I am even be loved again. So what I do? I just hold the love and the emotion inside because I'm afraid to leave it away. So, for example, with a belief, it also happened. I receive an idea, I transform the idea, and suddenly I say, if I say this, everyone will believe that I'm crazy. So I better shut up, I don't give anything, and I made it a belief. See? The simple aspect to understand how this process of energy works is just by what you eat. You eat something, digestive process, nutrients stay in your body, and then shit, it goes away. This process is constant in the physical, the mental, and the emotional level. So if I eat, I receive, I make the process of the digestive process, I take the nutrients, and I don't do it. I don't leave it away. I don't give it away. So it's stocked, and it gets there, stocked. So in the physical level, for example, I get addicted to something I would eat. So in the physical level, we can relate that with I cannot leave away this energy, so I am attached to a food, for example. So maybe chocolate, for example, I need chocolate to keep living, and I need chocolate, or also a drug. Okay, you become addicted to some drug. Whatever you ingest, something physical that you became addicted to. In the emotional level, is in relation with a person or a situation. So, for example, in a situation, maybe I put myself in a situation constantly, once and again, because it makes me feel safe, even if I know that it makes me bad. So, for example, in the emotional, with a person, you had a very deep love with someone, okay, but it was terrible how it ended. So you will look for different people that will remind you to that first love, so you could still be living the same. That's an addiction to an emotion. So, for example, when you in the mind, in the ideas, it's like you had a belief that makes you feel good, but you now know that it's not good. But even though you are attached to that and you go once and again to the same belief, even if you know that it makes you bad. I'm not speaking about things that I feel attached to and they makes us fine. I'm speaking about things that I do that I know that they make me bad, but I do it anyway. So basically it's to repeat something that I know that makes me bad. So, for example, when we talk about music, you cannot be addicted to music. For example, it's like maybe you love music and you need music to live, but it doesn't make you bad to just love music. It's like saying I love family and I love to be with my family. That's not an attachment. That's just I'm loving my family. So so when do you realize that is an attachment? When you want to go with your family, even if they are shouting at each other, screaming at each other, and they make you bad, but you still want to be with them. So when I get detached of something, so the moment I detach from something that I was attached to, it's not by saying I just don't want this anymore and I leave away. I cut this relation. No, it's not that. The moment I really detach from something is when I go to the origin of why I started to enjoy this, why I started to suffer with this. So the example that I gave today in the blog was if the chords of my guitar are entangled and they are not sounding very well, so I won't go and just cut the chords to solve the problem. What I am supposed to do is to recognize which chord is the one that is attached and then go to the origin and adjust it. So it's not about to cut the chords, it's about to adjust the chords by finding the origin of that chord. So for example, why I am feeling that I cannot love someone, which was the first relationship that I had in which I felt that I wouldn't be able to love someone else. But this is not the month to make the adjustment. Adjustment. This is the month to recognize the chords. So that's the list for today. Which things I feel that I am attached to, and which things I feel that I detached from. Sorry. See? So let's do the alignment to go to anchor the plexus. I am in the plexus, okay? So we could work with this. The vibration we are going to use today is ñe. No es ni e. Ñe. So the statement for today is I am the emissary of unity, where everything is connected. I am the emissary of unity. So the note of today, the code that we will work today is the note La sharp or C flat. It's the passing tone between La and Si in the chromatic scale is B flat. That is the alphabetic notation. Si bemol. That in the alphabetic notation is A sharp or B flat. Its bridge is the connection beyond the physical body, aligned to the spiritual mind, for that its frequency resonates in the crown chakra, that irradiates the bridge of platinum cord that unites material and spiritual. Remember, sit properly, comfortable. Stretch the body, yawn. Massage the body, caress the body. Honor the body for being the anchor of the spiritual in the matter. Relax the body, focusing in the breathing. Take a deep breath and go with the oxygen through your nose, your lungs, heart, blood, organs, and muscles. I take a moment to feel the heat within my body, going outside, through my skin, filling up my magnetical field, my aura. Be aware of the light of the I Am over your head and bring all the energy with your imagination from around the body, going in a spiral and making the I Am brighter and brighter. Take a deep breath. I feel and recognize the light of the I Am coming down, going through the crown of beliefs, the center of my head filled with qualities, my throat of truth, my heart and its service, and how it shines going down, filling up all my plexus. Take a deep breath. I recognize and become aware that in this center are united all the links that connect me with the outer world. I become aware that it's all this energy that creates my personality. I observe the energy from the core of my plexus, shining out with the streams and links like if they are an octopus, jellyfish, I recognize that all the links that I have, all the attachments that I perceive, are just the reaction of my incapacity to give, to live away, to let it go. I recognize that all these links that I have are not something I must cut. They are just unbalanced links and energy that I need to take back to the equilibrium. I just simply observe and recognize the links, the attachments that I have. I recognize them. Take a deep breath and bring all the light of the I Am to the plexus to bring clarity and consciousness to all these links and attachments that creates my personality. Take a deep breath and start to pronounce the vibration, expanding the light of the I Am, transforming the pulse of this octopus of energy into brighter rays of light, like a brighter sun. And in its light, I recognize I am the emissary of unity. For every link are connected to me, and only me from my infinite potential. I am ever able to balance them. I am the emissary of unity. I am the emissary of unity. And my message is that I have to recognize that each one of these links has given me something to learn. So now I must be able to also learn how to give. I am the emissary of unity. I take my hands to my heart. I recognize that every attachment and detachment find its summary word in the process of learning of the being. For everything that I give and receive, everything that is inside and outside is one. I am the emissary of truth, of unity. I am the emissary of unity. And from my heart, I bring all this consciousness towards all my body, caressing, stretching, massaging, and yawning. And I come back here and now, opening my eyes. So like this, we have the energy of the I am in the plexus. So the task for today, for those who didn't do it, is just to write down the list of attachments and detachments. No judgment on them, just write it down. Drink a lot of water and rest a lot. Thank you for being there, and see you tomorrow at the same time. Good night.